Hey guys, welcome back to another JavaScript tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about JavaScript objects. So JavaScript objects are quite useful. JavaScript objects are actually really easy to get started with, but there's actually a lot of different types of them. So I'm just going to be explaining the basic ones and the ones which you should probably watch out for. So just going to go over to here. Let's just create a script tag, and let's just put it over there, and then let's just create our script. Okay, so basically a basic JavaScript object would look something like this. So what we can do is we can just go over to here, and let's just say we have object, and let's just set it equal to, and now you can see is curly brackets, and I can just define my keys and their values. So it's basically like a dictionary, although slightly different, but not really, because if you come from other programming languages, this will look really similar to a dictionary with key value pairs. So let's just say we have like key 1, and this is just going to be, or let's actually make it a specific object. Okay, so let's say we have a person, and the person has a name, and this is just like this, and I'm just going to call it RASK. And then we'll put a comma, and let's just say we have an age, and put 100. Notice how this is a different data type to this, which is why part of the reason why it's an object, because it's like not actually going to matter if it's all the same data type or not. And you can actually have objects inside of an object. So let's create another person 2, and let's just say we have random person, and let's just put this there. So oh yeah, I forgot the comma. Okay, so now you can see I've actually referenced this other person inside of this second person, and it's basically just like just putting a variable inside of a key inside of this object. So they're pretty simple, but you can also reference them. So if we want to reference an object's like properties, let's just console.log the person. So first let's console.log the entire person, see what that gives us. Let me just make this a bit bigger. So if we console.log, you can see this tells us our key value pairs, name, RASK, and age 100, and then we can get specific details with person.name, and it gives us that, and of course person.age. So yeah, and let's just say I'll just show you the if you have a list of them. So actually I don't name that there, 3, 4. Actually I can't do all that, so I'll just put that there, just like that. Okay, and now let's just create a persons or people array. This is going to be person 2, and person 3, and let's just print out this people array. And you know, as usual, if you don't like this, you can always just use the console.table function to get it in a nice form like that. So there's actually multiple ways of referencing a person's properties. What you can have is you can let's just go back to our regular person, and yeah, so let's say this is one way, reference it like that, and console.log. Yeah, so this is one way, and we can also reference it like a dictionary. So instead of doing name, we can just type in name like this. That gives out the same output, just like that. And yeah, and another thing you can actually do inside of objects is put functions. So let's say we have our person here, and then let's just say we have a function called getName. So I'm just going to make this an arrow function, and yeah, this should have been like that. And now you can see I can actually just put this function, and let's just say let's just create a constant, let's just get our name, and you'll notice since it's an arrow function, it's not really like that, but basically we actually can't use arrow functions inside of an object because of how scope works and things. Not too important now, but it's just to be aware of. And actually let me try it, because I can't actually fully remember yet. But so let's just say we got our name, and let's just say constant equals this.name like that, and then let's return name. So now if we call this person.getName, and oh yeah, let me see if this is actually getting run. Okay, yeah, so you can see this function is getting ran, and I think what's happening is this is not being called because it's referring to the total this rather than referring to the this of this person. So maybe you do actually have to not use arrow functions. Yeah, there we go. So I was right, but anyways, so yeah, you can see that we can use functions like this and get the name using this. I'll cover this and scope in another video, but just remember that if you're going to use functions inside of an object, you need to use this function declaration rather than arrow functions. And yeah, we basically just made a getter, so we've just got this name, and now it's pretty simple. We just do that, and we can also do set functions. So let's just say set name function, and let's just take in the name here. I'm going to specify a type, and we need to put an arrow and a comma there. So yeah, let's just do something like this dot name is equal to name. Simple. And now what we can do is we can actually call this function like that, and let's just say that, and I can see it changes over there when we get the name. So yeah, we basically just made getters and setters, and that makes JavaScript objects really useful because you basically don't need classes, but they still exist, and I'll be showing you guys in a future tutorial how classes work. But yeah, you can basically get most of your work done with objects in JavaScript. Like, it's very rare that you actually create a class. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.